Morning, everybody. This is Sunday, May 28th. I actually have a day off, and I'm up here walking my plot. Thought I'd bring you along. Tired as hell. Had a 16-hour day yesterday, but it's all good. We had some good rain. I wanted to show you this. I'll do my best here. Apologize if this thing's shaky. But this is my 17,000 square foot, brand new Whitetail Institute clover plot. Coming in nice. I don't know if you can see. Some of this is over a foot tall. You can see the white tree protectors. Those are all my apples. Apples and a few Japanese persimmons. 2 of them. The rest are apples. 11 trees total. I'm really pleased here. I planted these trees March 13th in a snow rainstorm, by the way. March 13th, they were whips, rootstock, whip, and all but 2 of these trees have budded and or sprouted. It's early though. It's early. It's not even into May. I'm not nervous. That's 9 out of 11 trees. You can see some of the leaves already up out of the tree protectors, which are 5 foot, by the way. Tree protectors. So I'm happy. These things are doing well, and I'll pull all the protectors off next March and fertilize these trees. They recommended that I didn't do it. These trees came, by the way, from the wildlife group in Alabama. Very pleased with them. So if there's an issue, I planted 3 of each variety of apple, and they all cross-pollinate each other. So an early, mid, and a late season apple. I will have fruit dropping up here, including the persimmons, from September into January. Apples are for me, and the deer, of course, but I love apples, and there's 3 flavors of Arkansas black trees. It's an old 1860 heirloom variety of apple. The best apple I've ever had, by the way. So let's do a walk. Very few bald spots in this plot, if you can see. And majority of these bald spots correspond to where I windrowed. I blew all this debris, all the leaves and brush. I windrowed them as far as I could blow with a good blower and lit it and burned it. So I don't know if it has to do with the acidity of that dirt, but anyway, the clovers are coming in. It might fill in. The thing about a perennial plot, by the way, and this is brand new. I mean, this was, sorry I'm shaky, this was timber up here and brush. I mean, worse than that. Terrible. But a brand new plot, by the way, perennial, and this is Whitetail Institute Imperial Clover. Perennial has to lay down roots. That's what it does first. This plot will last 5, 6, 7 years. Perennial has to lay down roots first, so that's what these plants are growing first. But if you look, this clover's coming in, so we'll see. I'm not going to get nervous about a bald spot. I sprayed this, by the way, 14 days ago with Slay and Arrest. You can see it's starting to yellow up. I won't get nervous till, I don't know, mid-July. If there's bald spots, well, if that's the case, I'll do it right. I'll work this soil somehow, some kind of little harrow, I don't know. But I'll work the soil, and I'll seed this thing again. All the bald spots. I'm gonna have a nice plot. Look at this. I'll show you this tree. This is one that happens to be closest to me. This is a Gibson Gold tree. Look at that. That was a stick with roots in March. March 13th, I planted these things. So I am happy. So I'm gonna take it back and show you this. This is one of the Japanese persimmons. Hopefully it's working out. I was out there this morning. I've been doing some hand weeding. You see that in there? Full of leaves. Very happy. So, but yeah, look at this. A lot of these brush that I cut out of here, it's putting off suckers, off the stumps. And it's a battle, but I will win this. So, and I don't mind doing it. This is fun work. It's really satisfying. Look at that clover. Look at that. Is that not awesome? So this was brush and vines and poison ivy and scrub oaks. I walked up here the first time in February with my chainsaw and worked on this thing. So there's Clover. Doing very well. I'm very happy. So look at this. Yes, bald spot, but we'll see. See that? Clover's coming in it. We'll see. Look at all this. I'm going to take you back here. This plot, like I said, 17,000 square feet. Take it back here. This is heading west into my timber off this plot. I just noticed it. I won't take you up there, but if you can see that, I have some blackberries coming in. Oh, by the way, I walked this tree line, at least the edge of this tree line the other day, and I counted 14 American persimmons. So needless to say, got my chainsaw out. I'll show you this real quick. I won't walk down there, but yeah, that's a little persimmon grove out in the open there. I trimmed all this brush and chainsaw and my pole pruner. So all these persimmons, I opened it up as much as I could so they'll get more sun. And the honeybees were working on these trees. You could hear them pollinating these persimmons. So come out Halloween, sometime around Halloween, this would be awesome here. Also, there's a few honey locusts in here. If you didn't know, deer will eat a locust pod. There's beans in the locust pod. And 2 of these trees I found in here, by the way. I didn't realize, I had to check my book. But I always thought all honey locusts had thorns. But apparently, there are some varieties that do not have thorns. So, it's a win-win. They're staying anyway. All right, let's head west. I want to show you this. Just off my plot. This is deer. See that trail? This is deer. I wanted to show you. I put a trophy rock back here just to help the deer. You know, I'm not trying to grow monster bucks. I'm not a trophy hunter, but I had some mineral and some salt. You know, bulk. I bought it in bulk in bags, and I also bought a trophy rock just because I try to buy local, and that came from my local MFA. So yeah, this is my timber back here. I wanted to show the reason I'm coming back here. I wanted to show you this. You see this drainage? It's all steep. You see how rough this is? No deer is crossing that, or people for that matter. I wanted to show you, and it goes on up. Deer are lazy, just like we are. This, if you can see it, hopefully it's showing up. This, if you can see it, is called a header. It's essentially the top of a drainage or an easy to cross place on a drainage in hill country. And this is a textbook, what the Windsors would call a header. And I would cross this, and so will deer, and you can see the deer are. Look at that. I don't know if that's showing up. Fresh deer tracks. Look at this. Fresh deer tracks. So, me being me, I came back here and I made it easy for the deer. I trimmed a path of least resistance for them. Trimmed this, and I wanted to show you. Trimmed a place for me. Let's walk up here. This is going to be my November 5th through the 10th stand. Tree stand. I set this ladder the other day. I didn't put a stand up. But I need to be able to sneak in this thing quiet. Up in that cedar, I'll be high enough, I don't know, 17 feet. I'll be high enough just the branches will hide me. I love bow hunting out of a cedar tree, by the way. Deadly. So, this is set up. These deer come in through my timber. I don't know if they're going to, well, they'll probably be heading to my plot, which is over there. But on a perfect east or north wind, here I am. Set up, hear the trains. Set up perfect. So I am not going to hunt this stand until November. So I have many other places to hunt here. But this one I am saving for November 5th through the 10th. And I'm going to save all my energy too. I'm going to hunt hard. November 5th, if you could only hunt, at least in Missouri, 1 week a year, November 5th through the 10th. And if I could only pick 1 or 2 days to bow hunt for the entire year, November 6th and 7th. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Magic time. Just, you see things in the woods in that week in November. Oh, it's just awesome. Watch bucks chase does. It's just incredible. And I am not a trophy hunter. I really don't care. This is how I equate it. If there's a mature buck, I only kill mature bucks, by the way. I don't kill little bucks. Will not. If I was starving, that's different. Although does are never safe. I try to kill does. Damn, nanny does. But I'm not a trophy hunter. If it's a mature buck deer, absolutely. If there's a mature buck standing there and a doe, this is how big a trophy hunter I am. I'll try to shoot that buck. But if immature bucks, no, they pass. Let them grow. That's how I equate me being a trophy hunter. So, look at this. A few, I call these hogbacks in here. You see how it hump, that's a hogback, at least in Missouri speak. A few small hogbacks in here, and this is all relatively mature timber. Some huge, see that shagbark? Huge hickories in here, and huge black oaks. But you see that? You see my stand right there? You see this? You know what that is? That's the #1 tree in the world for whitetail deer. That is a huge, mature white oak. Yeah. So, and I can't, I didn't bring my glasses out here to look, you know, my field glasses, to see if it was setting acorns, but typically every second year, white oaks produce. And I've been in the woods, and I'm sure you have too, in October, when the acorns, the white oak acorns are dropping like rain. Talk about magic days. So, hopefully I haven't bored you, but I wanted to show you this. This, in Wenzel, the Wenzel brothers. If you're a bow hunter, you know who the Wenzels are. Been watching them since I was a kid. And in their books, they call this a header. And the Wenzels have forgotten more about bow hunting than I'll ever know. And I've been doing this 30 years. This is my 30th year bow hunting. So I'm a qualified member of the PBS, and I actually met the Wenzels. It was kind of a big deal for me. I tried to play it off. I was a little shell-shocked, you know. So I've been watching their videos and reading their books and magazine articles since I was a kid. And I'll be 50 years old this year. The first time I met them, I think it was a Cincinnati PBS banquet in Cincy 4 years ago, whenever that was. I was a little shell-shocked in the room, but yeah, I played it off. It worked out. Matter of fact, Gene Wenzel, I apologized to him 2 years later for, well, Gene, I was a little shell-shocked, sorry. But they're as cool as the other side of the pillow, actually, and try to help people that don't know. So, and they give back to this thing that we love to do, bow hunting. Yeah, let me show you this again. Look at that. You can't, no, this is perfect. I was a little excited when I found this back here. So we will see. Here we go. November 5th through the 10th. The wind's right. I will hunt this from dark to dark. So you just have to save your energy. I'm going to hunt some here September. Season opens the 15th in Missouri. And I'll hunt some, but no, you save it. I've already taken that week off. By the way, I am hunting hard this year. So spin this back around. This trail, this is not me. This was deer did this. So, and I've walked on it some, but deer laid this out, and I tried to trim it, make it easy for them. Come up here to my plot. So we will see come September, and then I'll get more serious in October, but I'm not wasting hours and hours. You know, I'll kill some does if I can. But November, I'm actually going to try to hunt hard. No, not try, I'm going to. Going to hunt hard and see what happens here at my new place. So, plenty. The only thing, let me spin this again. I apologize, everybody, if I'm making you dizzy. The only thing better than an awesome Whitetail Institute food plot, and Whitetail Institute, by the way, helped me anytime I had an issue. You know, I'm new at this. It's my first time. I called them, they helped me. The only thing better than a quality food plot, and they don't come easy. This took a lot of sweat, time, and money. So, but anything we're doing is not easy. But the only thing better than a quality food plot is natural food. These persimmons down here, it's going to be good. And the locust pods, those deer, they'll eat that. And when the time comes, probably, I'm guessing, these trees up here, educated guess, I'll have some apples here summer, fall of 2020. So 3 years. If not, maybe next year, who knows? But by the 3rd year, some of these trees will be producing for me and for the deer. So I'm gonna probably have some neat video up here. I don't think I'm gonna video myself. I don't think I ever would video myself killing a deer. I don't know what I think about that. I don't mind watching it, other guys doing it, but I don't know. I'll shoot some video of animals up here. I've been seeing groundhogs, by the way. As long as they don't tear my plot up, they'll be fine. I went most of my adult life, never saw groundhogs here in Missouri. Some disease came in, from what I was told, in the 60s or 70s, and killed a lot of them off. But so it's so rare to see them that I don't. Same thing with bobcats, by the way. I waited 15 years of my bow hunting life to see a bobcat in the woods. I do not kill them. Will not. They're just awesome to see. But, the groundhogs, they'll be safe as long as they don't tear up my clover. We'll see. But thanks, everybody. Sorry for the rant. I know this thing went long, but just wanted to bring you along because I am proud of this. And there'll be updates later on this summer. Thank you.